Welcome back, Acadiana. Let's jump right into those rain chances. We have another day of blowing rain chances for Friday, so we may see a hit or miss shower, but overall dealing with very dry conditions for tomorrow. But as we get into Saturday, especially on Saturday night, is where we'll see our next system bring us higher chance for showers and thunderstorms. And then for Sunday, those rain chances are mostly in the morning. We are expecting a very dry end to the weekend. So right now it is a margin of risk for all of Acadiana, if not most of the state, for this weekend. Now this goes for damaging winds or a brief split up tornado possibilities if those storms turn severe. And right now most of this will be occurring closer to the midnight hour into Sunday. Now we're not looking at much of a hail or a flooding threat for us in Acadiana, but it is a higher threat for flash flooding in central and northern Louisiana. Now the ground model has been pretty dicey compared to yesterday. Those rainfall amounts are pretty low for our coastal areas, may have a 1/10 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch of rainfall with this next system, and then areas along Interstate 10 and north of that may see higher rainfall amounts between at least 1/2 an inch to a little over 1 inch, but we can have also a few areas isolated higher amounts around 2 inches for this weekend. Now, as I mentioned just a moment ago, it is a margin of risk for central and even a slight risk for northern Louisiana, where they'll see a higher threat for flash flooding. We don't have that threat for us now, but we may see a few heavy downpours that can cause some ponding on the roadways Saturday night into early Sunday morning. But that flooding threat, not seeing much of that for us. Now for the rest of this evening and night, staying pretty dry out there. May see a few areas of patchy to dense fog waking up Friday morning for that commute, so definitely want to add the extra time traveling. We'll likely see that dissipate during the late morning hours, but by the afternoon, still very warm in the mid 60s there around noon. May see a few hit or miss showers during the afternoon, and then still remaining pretty much dry for the rest of Friday. Now as we get into Saturday morning and the afternoon hours, may see a few streamer showers before the main line rolls in around midnight on Sunday, but still won't be putting a damper on those festivities during the first half of Saturday. The second half, closer to the late nighttime hours, is where we'll see those conditions turn a little bit dicey. So time it out, start to see a line of thunderstorms start to form a couple of hours before midnight into central Louisiana, so our western parishes may get in on the action around midnight there, and then they'll eventually push, the line of thunderstorms will eventually push through the rest of Acadiana going into at least at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. time frame on the ground model now. But this storm system is expected to move rather quickly out of our area, so at least around daybreak into late Sunday morning. Very dry conditions, but it will definitely be breezy with those wind gusts between 20 to about 25 miles per hour. So overall tonight, still dealing with some low visibility out there heading into Friday morning, and temperatures pretty decent in the 50s, still warmer than normal by at least 10 degrees. Same goes for tomorrow with highs in the 70s. Still warm out there with a mix of sun and clouds. We'll also have the patchy fog there, but the main system will be for Saturday. We'll have another look at the 10-day forecast later in the show.